Hi, P.
What's up, T?
Aww.
Hey, baby.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. That's for sure.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's your girl, Tati.
It's your girl, Big P here.
And we are the what?
Maynards.
Hey.
You dig?
As you guys can see, we're in a different kind of setting. It's a rainy day. We feel like, we just want to kind of get intimate with you guys. Kind of just sit down, have a real conversation. Especially moving into our new chapter. Like, it's all about being authentic, being our authentic selves, being raw, being real. And I think that's what you guys appreciate the most from us, and that's why you guys love us, because all we can do is be our real, raw, genuine selves. So
everything else is too exhausting.
Oh,
everything else is way too tiring. So yeah, you know what I mean. And those who love it, those who feel it, they're gonna feel it.
Absolutely.
And those who don't, you know what I mean, we'll keep scrolling, keep moving,
keep it pushing.
So what we got today? What we going on today?
All right, so I guess that we're gonna sit down with you guys, and we have gathered up some questions over the past couple of weeks that you guys have been asking us. We have put on our Instagram stories quite a few times. We're gonna do a truth or drink. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and we thought, you know what, we don't want to involve any alcohol, especially because my surgery is coming up. So you know, I kind of need to be like super duper healthy. So we
don't sit here and act like you didn't want to do that truth or drink.
No, I absolutely did want to do truth or drink. I wanted to get a little slizzy.
Yeah, but right now, man, just a full intake of alcohol and taking shots right now, it's just not the time for that.
Yeah,
not the time for that.
So we thought, why not just get into bed, get all snuggled, and answer some questions?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
We've got quite a few questions.
Ready, baby.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's get into it.
We've got some questions.
We got time. Y'all got time, right? Y'all got time.
You guys grab your popcorn, okay? Grab the popcorn, get comfortable. Everybody, sit down, take a deep breath. Everybody.
Shout out to yoga.
I know, seriously, we've been doing yoga like for a good couple of weeks now, and it has seriously. It's so much clarity afterwards. Like, I feel like I just left everything right there on the mat, and such a vibe.
The connection and the alignment from your mind, your body, and your heart, and your soul.
Yeah,
Yoga one of them ones.
Yeah, definitely like recommend doing a yoga class or even doing yoga at home.
Yeah.
Just any way you can get it.
Any way you can get it in.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ooh, questions. Okay, first question is, do you guys dabble in marijuana or any other things? Ooh.
Short answer or long answer?
I think we could definitely elaborate. Okay. You want me to go?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So marijuana, absolutely yes. We do, I wouldn't say even dabble. If we're being real, if we're being raw, I would say me and P have been smoking marijuana since we met. It was just something
before we met.
Yeah, really? Just before we met. We kind of bonded over it. It was like something that we bonded over. Yeah. We couldn't let go of it for so long. Like, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I know a lot of you guys also used to comment like under our videos, like, are you guys high right now? Like, what the hell? And I'm not gonna lie, like 99.9% of the time we was like, and unfortunately we did use it as a crutch for quite some time. It was something we couldn't let go of. But now in the present, I have been sober for...
Not sober.
Well, I haven't...
Sober.
Yeah, but sober. Yeah. I haven't smoked in almost... probably a month and a half now.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself. I do feel like marijuana was like... I loved it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did love smoking, but at the same time, like, I felt like it would dumb me down a little bit, and my anxiety was through the roof when I would smoke. And now I feel so calm. I feel like I can just express myself and just be with my natural energy. So I definitely am grateful to have stopped, and that is obviously because I'm going into surgery that I had to stop. But either or.
Hey, a win is a win, especially a win like that.
Yeah.
And it goes the same for me. I've been trying to stop for so long, though. I've been trying to stop for literally over a year, and I just couldn't. Like, I used to write breakup letters
You did.
I used to write breakup letters in my journal to marijuana, man. That's how much of a hold it had on me. But through baby kind of being forced to put it down in her preparation for her surgery, it allowed things to be a lot easier for me to put it down. I'm not as sober as baby, but it's definitely has drastically decreased, like 98%. And now when I do smoke, it's more so on like some intentional vibes, you know what I mean? And it's not a crutch or something that I depend on any longer. And that's fire, and that's transformed like my thinking. It's helped with my discipline and just my willpower, I would say. So
it had to be. It really, like, I feel like any time that we will like go on to smoke now, like it has to be intentional. We have to either use it to be creative or whatever. Like before, we was just smoking to smoke. Wake up, wake and bake, wake and bake.
Facts. Yeah. Now it's like used to. Oh, you're not using it at all, but now it's definitely more of a tool to kind of push things forward versus like helping me stay and feel stuck. If that makes any sense.
And not to say it's a bad thing, because like marijuana isn't a bad thing, like, but it's all about how you're using it. Like if you're not using it like intentionally, then you're being a bum, right? Stop being a bum. Like
a bum.
I used to say this to baby, like when she would want to go like buy a joint, I'm like, babe, don't be on bum activities
don't be on
today.
Bum mode. Yeah.
But not to say we'd never go back and have a little oomph. But it also says, do we dabble in any other things? I wouldn't say like we dabble in anything else. I mean, we've done shrooms before. Yeah. On my birthday was the first time I ever did chocolate shrooms, and it was really fun.
Shrooms is a vibe.
Yeah,
it was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
Another thing that you got to be intentional with too. You just got to be like, especially when it comes down to vices, like you just got to be intentional, and that's just our 2 cents there.
Yeah.
The shrooms was fire.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the next thing is, what's one thing you would change about one another?
Current day change. You go first, baby.
Oh, God. What's one thing I would change about you? I would say maybe like you give your time, like a lot of your time to other people, like, and not like enough maybe for yourself. But I think you're doing better at doing so, you know what I mean? I feel like me and you both would give all our sauce out to everyone around us and not use the sauce for ourselves, if you get what I mean.
I can agree with that.
So that's one thing maybe I would change about you. But, anything else, I wouldn't change nothing. I think you're perfect the way you are.
I love that.
And, that's why I married you. Because I love everything about you. So, and
kiss. Give some of that lip. What you got on there?
I
can agree with that 100%. For you, I would say one thing that I would change about you is I would just change your thought process behind what you eat and how you eat and what you put inside of your body. Ooh, you feel me? That's the only thing I would change about you.
You guys been knowing this.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm working. I feel like I'm slowly, trying to dabble in different foods and stuff. I just have such a food phobia. It's like, it's such a bad thing, but we're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there.
That's maybe something you could talk to your therapist about.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Okay. Oh, next question is, why did you guys move to Atlanta?
Oh my God.
This one could get really deep.
Yeah.
To be honest, because we've never actually told you guys why we moved there in the first place. Where should we start with this?
I mean, I guess I'll start. I'll kick it off. The reason why we moved, so as you guys know, we moved to Arizona. And when we moved from Arizona to Atlanta because we made some very, very, very dumb financial decisions. And we found ourselves in a position where we couldn't maintain, what we had going. We also signed some really bad contracts that we were involved in. And those contracts strapped us down financially because we just weren't I would just say we just weren't financial literal. You know, we didn't have the knowledge, and we didn't yet have the information to make the best decisions for our situation. And we were just in a very learning period, you know what I mean? And So we found ourselves in a situation where we had to pivot, and you know, one of those things was to move in with my mom, and that was in Atlanta. And my mom helped us, you know, gave us a space so that way we can kind of rebuild and reevaluate what we was doing, save some bread, and just sharpen up our tools. And that's why we moved to Atlanta, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more ins and outs. I feel like, and we always speak about like our Arizona chapter, like how it seems so fuzzy now, like when I try to think about it, like, because in all reality, like, we had everything, like we had the car, we had the home, we had the furniture, we signed a contract, and they was basically taking a lot of our money that we were making. So we ended up in a very bad financial position, to the point where we had to give up our car. We had to give up our home. We moved into a room in your mom's house, and nobody would have known that, because we kept it.
We kept it P, man. We just kept it P, and P is for pushing. Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
But it was you know, one of the realest things that we've been through in our marriage together. Going through that level of transformation and change, and having to truly like look yourself and yourselves in the mirror and say, like, whoa,
we messed up, and
we
you know had to make some smarter decisions.
How are we gonna rebuild? How are we going to, you know, what are we gonna do in this time of trial and tribulations? And we were faced with a lot of tests, and we had to work together as a team, like a true team, for real. Like, our lives depended on it, because really our future did.
And I think we spent a lot of time healing in Arizona as well, to the point where some days we just couldn't get up and film, because we wasn't in the space to do so. So
not at all.
Even then, like, okay, if we're not filming, we're not making money, and that's just point blank period. So in between the bad contracts, the healing, the freaking weird stuff that happened when we was in Arizona. Do you want to elaborate on that?
I don't think they're ready for that yet, man.
Are you kidding?
I don't think they're ready for that yet. Yeah, they're not ready for all that yet. But it's a lot of different layers, you know, I'll say that. It's a lot of different layers that, you know, we intend to peel back as we step into this new energy, this new chapter, and this new era of us together and individually. Like, layers are going to be peeled back. But yeah.
Just before we jump into the next question, we want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp has been a huge game changer in our marriage and individually.
Therapy provides you with the opportunity to gain a deeper perspective of yourself and even your relationships through another person's perspective. By being intentional and asking insightful questions, a therapist can help you become aware of situations and roadblocks in your life that you may not even be aware of. Therapy has truly helped us gain a better understanding of, I would say, our individual paths and our individual powers, because we are a married couple that works together. Like, everything kind of gets blurred. But on this road with our therapist, because we're now doing it individually, I think that I'm gaining. I've also just gone into it with a different mindset than when we were doing it together. It truly feels like I'm able to explore, like, what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. And this journey is one that I'm truly excited for.
Now, I know that everyone hasn't had the opportunity to experience therapy like I have, but if you're feeling stuck and struggling to understand yourself better, there is a solution that can help. They can also offer you an outside, valuable perspective.
BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. First, you go to their site, answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will pair you with a licensed therapist that has years of helping people with struggles just like yours. You can do it all from your phone or computer via messaging, video chat, or phone call. Whichever is the best way for you is the easiest and quickest way for you to start therapy.
Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you in the comfort of your own home.
Visit BetterHelp.com using the link below and choose our channel's name when signing up for a special discount during your first month. Therapy is for everybody.
I agree.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the talks. Ooh. That's why we moved to ATL. Shout out to the ATL, man.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, it was fun. Sure. It was definitely fun.
But I wouldn't say it was for us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was for us. Okay. Ooh, what was our wildest night together?
Which one? Because we racked up some new ones. Like we racked up some new wild nights.
We definitely have, but I would say our one wildest night was probably in San Diego, where we lived in San Diego, and it was like our first night out, like on the town. We didn't really go out. We don't still really go out like clubbing or anything. But we'd gone out clubbing one night. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
It's like I can never forget this story ever. And we went out and P got extremely drunk. Like I was drunk, but P was like blacked out drunk.
Fucked up.
I had to try get her home in the cab.
Which she did. She got me home safely. I don't know how. We were pretty close to our home because we did live in downtown San Diego, and we went out in downtown San Diego.
Yeah.
So we weren't too far from home, but baby got me home. I was just, you know, let's paint the picture though. It was a rooftop party. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was very sexy. You could see the city line.
Yeah.
And it just had all types of different people in there. And man, I was the life of the party, and I was just getting shots. Like I was getting drinks.
She ended up making friends with a guy who was from the mafia, and then this other guy. There was this other guy who I guess was beefing with the guy from the mafia, so she was trying to like make everyone
he was a nerdy
feel,
type guy.
Yeah, and you were trying to.
They wasn't understanding him. He was a little drunk and he was doing a lot, and they wasn't understanding him, and they was putting pressure on him, and he didn't realize the pressure was coming to him. So I tried to help facilitate that. Yeah,
he was definitely facilitating that night, as well as like she's pissed drunk. Okay, pissed drunk.
Lit.
Anyway, we ended up getting in the elevator. P's laying on the floor of the elevator. I was like, it's time for us to go home. We need to wrap this up. Like, I feel like when we go out sometimes, like, our social battery, like, dies whilst we're out. So then we're not having fun anymore. And then it's like, we're time to go home. And then we've got to, like, hibernate for, like, a good 3 weeks. After that, because it's like ew. Like you ever just like socialize too much and it's like ew. Like why would I know that socializing?
Especially when you drink alcohol. Like, especially when you got alcohol in play.
So we ended up coming home, and bearing in mind at that point now I'm drunk. Like I just want to get into bed, but we both need to throw up. So
the story is disgusting.
We get into the bathroom and it's dark. We haven't turned the lights on. We can't even find the light because we're so drunk. And I need to throw up. She needs to throw up. But she also needs to do a number 2.
Yeah.
So whilst I'm throwing up, I'm like, okay, you go to the toilet bowl and you throw up now. Not knowing.
I don't remember none of this, by the way.
Her trousers down and she's doing a number 2. Like, what are you doing?
I don't remember. Like, I can't remember. I just know that I was trying to throw up, but then I had to poop as well. And I'm so drunk, so I just started pooping. Like,
so while she's pooping on the bathroom floor, right?
She picks up one of the pebbles.
No, not you calling it a pebble because you guys.
Because it was a pebble. It was like
I picked it up.
It was pebble form. And
I was like, okay, first of all, it was so small, like it looked like a chocolate drop.
Exactly.
So I picked it up and I was smelling it, and I was like,
no, stop. Why you say I was smelling it like that's normal? Because when she tells the story, she tries to like justify her smelling it, but she want to clown me for pooping on the floor.
I thought it was chocolate.
What's worse, what I did or what she did? She picked it up, put it to her nose.
I cannot. I'm actually done.
Yeah, we locked in.
Yeah. After that night, we knew we were locked in.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that was one of our wildest nights. That was one of our wild. That was. But up until recently, we got one that kind of topped that, but not in a disgusting way. I feel like this night was so wild it became disgusting because that's a disgusting story to tell.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Forgive us, guys.
But we got more in the tuck. But we ain't gonna hit them. We ain't gonna give y'all everything. But
anyway, oh god, they're not gonna be able to look at us the same. Jeez.
Hey, I love that night though. I love that night.
What did you guys do before YouTube?
Well, I'll go first because there's no surprise in the light here. Y'all know what I did. There's no surprise in the light. You feel me? I was an insurance sales agent. I worked in corporate America. I was with AAA before AAA. I was with Apple. before Apple, I was in AT&T. I was at AT&T for 6 years, held the leadership role there. I was in charge of hiring. I was in charge of wardrobe. I had a sales team. Like, I was a beast. I was a monster in the corporate world. But yeah.
A corporate baddie.
Corporate bad. Corporate bad man. That's what I was. But yeah, baby.
Okay, well, mine's the complete opposite. Well, I went to college and I graduated. I got, my degree, and I danced for 18 years, like, as a professional dancer.
Bring the dancing back. Bring the dancing back.
And after I had finished college and stuff, like, I didn't continue my passion. I felt like I lost my passion, and I started to do, well, actually, I didn't start to do music videos straight away, but once I hit 18, I was like, I'm going to go work in the club as a dancer, stripper, whatever you guys want to call it. So I was in the strip life for I won't say quite some time, but I say
it wasn't that long. I feel
like 3.5 years, maybe a little longer than that. And then whilst I was dancing, I got scouted to be in, like, a video model, as P would call it, a video vixen.
She doesn't like when I say that.
I don't like when you say that, because I'm a video model. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I like that. It's just another, like, layers, onions. It's just another word.
Okay.
Another word for it.
So yeah, when I met
video
P,
model.
I was still in the club. I was still dancing, making my money, because if you didn't know, there is a lot of money to be made, and I love money. So, like, I just couldn't stop. Like, and
Word.
Obviously I met P, and then, she taught me, hey, be your own boss. You don't need to, we can get fast money still, but you're going to be able to build something, build a life for yourself. And, she took me out the club, basically. And yeah, I really don't know how my life would have ended up if I didn't meet P, and if I didn't, build something of my own, because I probably still would have been, doing music videos and dancing and making fast money. So yeah, that is, I know, shocker, guys. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of it.
You shouldn't be.
Not ashamed of it. I was hella good at what I did.
She was bad. Y'all seen some of the videos that we've done the reactions to. Baby was like, but here's what's crazy though, because like I used to love going to the strip club. Now, unfortunately, I never had the opportunity to see Baby dance in a club, see her dance in a crib. I got my fair share of private shows, but I never got to see her dance in a club.
Yeah.
But not kind of, but, FaceTime. I was on FaceTime, work nights, all that vibe.
She literally was.
Yeah, like we was on the phone all of the time. But it's
that's how
it's
I
absolutely
knew,
nothing to be ashamed of. But, I was going to say, yeah, I actually loved the strip club. Like, when I was younger, I used to frequent the strip club a lot. Like, even the first birthday that I celebrated, that we started talking, I was in a strip club that night. You remember that night? My 29th?
You literally was. And I was like, I actually didn't think nothing of it. I was like, whatever. Like, I mean, I can't hate on it, hey?
She can say, now she's not with it, but she can say nothing then. But
I know.
But yeah, so it's nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright, what's next?
Let me just get
cozy.
Get comfortable. Okay, next question. Ooh. Have you ever met each other's exes? How was it? You guys are a little spicy again.
Spicy.
Wow, that could...
a lot of mercy.
Yes, well, you haven't personally...
Not personally.
Not in person.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Under very unforeseen, weird circumstances. And, like, on stalkerish behaviour, did she meet P? I mean, she probably still stalks me to this day, but hey-ho, and has nothing but terrible things to say about me.
She's definitely watching this.
Yes, definitely watching these. But hey, I wish you all the best. You know what I mean? Wish you all the best, and that's that.
Done.
In terms of P's ex, well, I've met her on quite a few occasions. And, I have nothing bad to say about her, but I think at the beginning of me and P's marriage was probably like the hardest time of my life. And thank the Lord that I got through that, because I had to sit at various dinner tables with her and, you know, be in certain rooms with her. But, you know, I've grown so much now that I can look back at that time and think, damn, like, I needed to maybe go through all of that in order to grow. But yeah, we've met. I wouldn't say she likes me at all. And hey, that's okay. But yeah, I would definitely say that it was very, very hard for me to be, you know, with my wife who I'm newly married to, and then sit at a table with your ex as well, someone who you've had relations with, you know, you had a baby together and whatnot. So that was definitely very hard for me, especially also being here by myself. Like, I'm from across the pond and it's just me. I don't have no one with me. So yeah, I definitely say it was very hard. It was very, very hard, but I got through it. So anything you have to say?
I don't really have much to add to that. You know what I mean? We wish all the best in their endeavors. Yeah. And nothing but love. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay. On to the next. Where do you see yourselves in the next couple of years? Oh, rich and famous.
Wealthy.
Not famous, just rich. Yeah.
I go first. It said next how many years?
Just a couple of years.
A couple of years. I see us continuing to elevate. I see us getting stronger. I see us getting better. I see us getting healthier. I see us getting wiser. I see us getting richer. I see us just standing in our power individually and together, and just taking what we've built over the last almost 5 years and taking it to new heights. That's what I see. That's what I see.
Very nice.
And I see, you know, the next couple of years, a little one running around this thing, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends where our career goes, you know what I mean? Because the way we're heading right now, we've had some very new, exciting opportunities that, you know, it may stop us in the works of having a baby right now. Yeah. I definitely see us in another country. I don't foresee us being in the USA for, like, maybe another year or so. But
God's time.
Yeah, God's time. But Europe, let's just say Europe, we're coming for you.
Europe? Yeah, I actually have a tentative. Is where I'm going considered Europe? Don't say it, but is it considered Europe?
What?
Where I'm going in September.
No.
It's not Europe?
No, that's not Europe.
But I got my eyes on some potential traveling, because I haven't done much traveling out of the country. Yeah. And I got to get out there. Yeah. So I got something in the works.
Yeah, baby's got to get herself out there. Yeah. And I am actually going on a girls' trip. Oh!
Y'all going, Baby's going on a girls' trip. Hold on, let me not act like I'm salty, because I'm not salty about it at all. I'm actually thrilled. I'm excited that she's going on a girl trip.
It's my first ever one.
Yeah, her first
I've never been on a girls trip, and usually when you hit 18 in the UK, like you go to Ibiza or you go somewhere on a girls trip, and I just never did that. I guess because I was so focused on making money that I just didn't have time to go on girls trips and, you know, kiki with the gal them. But hey, here I am.
Say top one. Y'all gonna be getting mad content from that too, because y'all gonna be getting content from her on the girls trip. And y'all gonna be getting something from me while I'm back at the crib, building brick by brick. You feel me?
Hey, your boys trip is coming up, stop.
Yeah, boys trip, I come.
Next one is, do you have any regrets on starting YouTube?
Hell no, man. I have no regrets whatsoever. The journey is beautiful.
It's so beautiful, yeah. I have zero regrets in starting YouTube.
And that don't mean it's been easy at all, because it ain't been no easy journey. But, man, I think starting YouTube was single-handedly one of the best decisions that I've made and we've made together. Like, it couldn't have been no better. It couldn't have been no different. You feel me?
I feel like this was made for us.
100%. This platform, we got a lot of love, a lot of gratitude, and a lot of respect for others, too, that do what we do. And no matter what level you do it on, whether it's a higher or whether you just starting,
it's a grind.
It's a grind, yo. This is a serious grind, but it's one that can teach you a lot about yourself.
About your partner?
About your partner, you know what I mean? About people in the world, because you have the ability to reach people all over the globe. You feel me? Shout out South Africa, y'all allowed. We see y'all. Nigeria,
Always.
Kenya, big up yourself.
China, Australia, the UK, like we
UK
have
too, yeah.
so many different people.
I mean, drop where you from. Like, be loud and proud about where you from and where you tuning in from. Put your city on the mizap. But yeah, no regrets about starting the tour, man.
0. Next one is, okay, what is one thing you regret doing and why? I would say signing bad contracts, which we spoke about earlier.
I wouldn't even say I regret that though, because the lessons learned, that's all I gotta say. Like, yeah, that's where that's where it's at, because you know you're gonna learn, like, with the things that we chasing in life, like, we're gonna hit our head regardless, and every time you hit your head and you go through some shit that, like, could almost break you and could almost, like, be the end of your road, and you prevail forward past it, the shit that you learn that you can take with you into your next chapters, I'm kind of glad we learned it early. If I'm being honest, I don't regret that shit whatsoever.
I think the thing that I regret about it is maybe not reading it correctly.
Yo, you didn't read the contract at all. Let's keep it 100. You didn't read the contract.
You know, some of these companies will dangle a lot of money in your face and you don't read. You're just like, hey, sign my life away. I don't care. You know what I mean? But I think that is the one thing I do regret about, not so much signing the contracts, but more so much like reading it and being intentional with it. Boom. And seeing who's going to be holding me for the next couple of years. Okay?
Oh, yeah, I mean, big up yourself.
So,
big up yourself.
I'm going to be, I can be real about that. Like, I let P handle that stuff. Like, babe, read the contract.
Yeah. And now when now what I do is I send anything we sign, I read it first. I already know what, you know what I mean, what's what. And I send it to her. And I follow up with her like, babe, you read that contract? You read that contract? She will not read the contract.
Because it's so
and then she be like, let's read it together. And I'm like, read it first, and then let's go over it together. Because I want her to begin to go through that process of reviewing contracts. Because, you know what I mean? She's going to be on her own path and journey. So I'm not always going to be there to read it. I probably will be, you know what I'm saying? But
clause A and B and what? Yeah. Excuse me? No, that's why we have our lawyer just read everybody. Yeah. I get confused. You know? With it. I don't even read instructions. Let alone contracts.
She don't read instructions.
I don't read instructions.
I got some tattoos that I regret. But you know, I now look at my tattoos as like they're not even tattoos, they scars for real. Oh. But I have some that I have yet to remove that when I see it now, I'm like, why the fuck
what do you want
is
to
that
remove?
on my body? I have my ex's name on my body still. And
sorry, just they probably want you to clarify.
Yeah, so that's one of the things where I'm like, I just got it for all the wrong reasons. I'll say that. And I still have it, and it's time to get it removed. I'm just looking for, well, we have an artist, but
he's in San Diego.
He's in San Diego, and he's extremely hard to get a hold of. But I'm looking for someone that's just really, really good. And with putting any new ink on my body, especially a cover up, I just got to be really intentional about it, and I got to really make sure that I like it. And baby's gonna help me design my cover up. We already know what we gonna do. Yeah. And just waiting for the right artist to come in my path so I can get it done. But that's one of my regrets. Like, I was too quick to put shit on my body. You know what I mean? And I don't mean quick within time. I mean quick within just, what the fuck? Like,
he was excited.
Not even, because we weren't together when I did this.
No, I know, but like just in general, because I know there's a couple of your tattoos who always say to me like, oh babe, like, I wish I didn't do that one. I wish I could do this. I wish I would have been
more intentional too with my tattoos. So my tattoos are scars, but you know, part of the game, part of the journey.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Okay, the big question. Why aren't you guys as consistent as before? Great question, because...
Phenomenal question.
I mean... Oh, I can't get comfy. Well, I would say we've been knocked off our feet quite a few times. Like, more than we should have been. And I think that definitely knocked our confidence as creators. and obviously we spoke about, like just a second ago, signing some bad contracts and whatnot. And you know, when we signed our first contract, they kind of gave us the title of creators. Before we were just YouTubers, and then we, you know, got that title as a creator. And there's definitely more pressure that comes with, you know, being a creator, because now that's your job title.
Yeah, it goes from like fun, a hobby, even though it starts off as a hobby. It's just weird how you start off YouTube. You're just doing it, and then you start to grind, and then money comes into play, and then you just step in with both feet, and it becomes your career.
Yeah. And
there's ups and downs with careers. When your career is to be creative, you are a creative, because that's it. That is what we are. And when life knocked us on our feet and knocked us down, like it knocked down our will at times, and we just kind of lost ourselves, and we were defeated. You know, we were defeated. And even though we pushed through the best we could, there were just times where we couldn't push past it. We had to really put the camera down and go do the work. You know what I mean? So in our absence, we was out doing the fucking work to heal ourselves and to address things that were preventing us from just moving how we wanted to move, and produce the content that we needed to produce, that content we can be proud of. I'll say that. So in those gaps, we were trying to fill those gaps with pouring into our love and pouring into ourselves as well, because we were neglecting ourselves on so many levels.
Absolutely, I would definitely agree. Yeah, I would just say we lost ourselves for a little bit, and
a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Like,
especially me.
And went through a Great Depression. Like, I cut my hair off.
Facts. And I almost cut my hair, and baby stopped me, but she cut hers. And this was after my saga of wanting to cut mine. She stopped me from cutting mine, and then she came and she cut hers.
And nobody stopped me.
I tried to stop her, y'all. I tried to stop her. But here's the thing with baby. Like, when she is set on something, she do not listen to me. Like, she does not listen to me. If that's what she want to do, she totally disregards me. I feel like she just shuts me out so she can, like, that voice was way louder than my voice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, even my mom said the same thing. Like, why didn't you call me? And I was like, well, I just didn't want to hear nobody tell me no, don't do it. But at the same time, I feel like I did. Well, afterwards, I did. I deeply regretted it. And, you know, it's just because we were just going through. It was just a moment. It was a really.
Just trying to find you. You're just trying to find yourself.
Yeah, and I still am, to be honest. But now I feel like I'm back in my groove.
Found some pieces for sure.
Yeah,
found
back
some
in my
pieces
groove.
for sure.
Oh, next question. What happened with Breezy?
Breezy. Miss Breezy.
Oh gosh.
First of all, I'm gonna start by saying that. And if you don't know what Breezy is, wifey walked in a bikini competition, a swimwear competition last year. Last year. Damn, basically a year ago, almost to the time that we're in now, but a year ago, and it was here in Miami. And when we came to Miami, we fell in love with Miami. And baby won. She won the title, and she worked her ass off. Like, she was in straight beast mode. Like, it was such a beautiful thing to see. And she took that crown as she knew she would take the crown. So I just want to start off with something extremely, extremely positive when it comes down to Breezy, because that was just a beautiful moment in our marriage. It was a beautiful moment for you. It was a beautiful moment for me to see you set your eyes to something and go take it. Like, go take it. Nobody didn't stand a chance. You feel me? No one 400 girls walked. One woman walked. Like, them girls, like, they just didn't stand no chance next to baby, and that's just what it was. But we also discovered Miami together for the first time, and that's when we were like, that's next for us. Miami is next. And we spent those nights after she won just literally soaking in the energy and just planning, like, okay, we got to get here. How we going to get here? So, man, shout out to that time, and shout out to that competition, because what we won was way bigger than the prize that was offered. So
given.
That was given. But the crown tough. Tough.
I will start by saying something positive as well. And, you know, regardless of, you know, what I'm about to get into, like the details, it was such an amazing experience. And the people that put on the show, like, I can't take away from that experience. Like, it was a 10 out of 10 experience, and it was amazing for me to get myself back out there, and it was definitely a confidence booster to let myself know that you still got it like that, you know what I mean? After so many, like, trials and tribulations and knockdowns and losing my confidence and everything, like, it was an amazing experience. But boom. After the show, obviously you guys know I won $15,000, like a big, huge, massive check. And I'm only going to, go through some of the details, but I have to be honest, you know what I mean? Because I know that there's people doing it this year, and I don't know how that's going to turn out, but hey.
I think it's already gone. Has it already passed?
I think it already, I think they already had the show. Yeah. After the show ended, I was, super pumped, super excited. Like, okay, what's next for me? I got given a contract saying that I would basically have to work my ass off for the money that I won. They sent me a contract saying I'd have to work for the money that I won. I had to kind of push and shove to get the money that I did win, and kind of went through a long battle up until maybe like a week and a half ago, where I was finally fully paid off. But in terms of that experience after the show, like, I thought I would get way more out of it than I did, such as, PR and going to this show and modeling more with them, and I didn't get the opportunities that I thought I was going to get out of it, basically. And I definitely had to do a lot of hassling and back and forth to get the prize money that I rightfully so won. I ended up getting it, so thank the Lord, God is good. But yeah, in terms of the experience, amazing experience. I actually am potentially going to be doing Swim Week again next year, but for a completely different company, for a more, I would say, reputable company. And I'm super excited about it.
Big things are going.
Big things are going.
The runway we'll see baby again. That's
Absolutely.
For sure.
2025, I will be there with my new body.
Ain't no miles on this here new body.
So yeah. Prince, are you excited about Tati's boob job? Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited for her. This is not something that I wanted her to do for a long time. This is probably why it's taken so long too, because I just think that she's perfect the way she is, and I think she's so beautiful. I think she is the most beautiful woman I've ever laid my eyes on. Aww. And I just wouldn't change that, especially with the boob thing. But I truly understand that this goes far beyond anything outside of her, and has to do with truly how she feels from the inside out, and that I can respect. You know what I mean? She's not doing it for me or anyone else for that matter. She's doing it for her, and if it's for her, then if it's for me. So I'm excited, and I'm more focused on reaping the benefits and having a little fun with them, and going crazy. So I'm more focused on what's in front of us, which is preparing for surgery and taking care of surgery and making sure that intentional during her time of surgery. I'm there to support and take care of her like I always am, and make sure she has everything she needs and she goes through the best possible experience. And if you're rocking with her, that's just kind of where you got to be with it. Like, send the good vibes, the positive vibes, and that's just that.
I know, because on our last video, there was a few comments who were like, Tati, when are you going to stop doing surgery? And when are you going to stop messing with yourself? First, you put cheek filler and jaw filler and this filler and that filler. I'm like, guys, I literally haven't touched my face. Like, the only thing I've ever done and that I've been fully transparent about is I've done my lips, because I had small lips. I thought I had small lips anyway, and I think that they definitely added to my beauty. I don't think they took away from my beauty at all. Yeah. But in terms of have I done cheek filler, surgery, this and whatever, like, none of that. Have I?
None of that.
None of that. So yeah, my boobs are about to be my ultimate confidence. Like, oh,
it's over for you, bro.
It's over for you, bro. I keep saying to Pete, it's over for you, bro.
That's what she said. Over for you, bro. All right.
Okay, last question.
Let's get it.
Are the pranks real or fake?
Ah.
Yeah.
Pranks. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Some of the pranks are fake, y'all. Some of the fucking pranks are fake. Alright? Do we do the best that we can to entertain you? Yes. Some of the pranks are fake. They are.
Or should I say have been fake? Because I guess that's why when we stopped being consistent, when we realized we can't keep doing fake pranks. Like, obviously at the start of our career, all of our pranks were real.
Yeah.
Duh.
Facts. You can know, and we know you can know and feel, you know what I mean, what the vibe is, and that's just that. But we, you know, when we hit Atlanta, like, we had to start curating content to make sure that we was making content, and no matter which way the cookie crumbles, like, this is entertainment, guys. This is a form of entertainment. We entertain.
You guys, it got too hot. The camera stopped.
The camera says too hot.
Anyway, where was we? Yes. We have done fake pranks. Like, we're not about to sit here and lie to you guys and say we've never done a fake prank before, because God is watching, okay?
Not God is watching.
God is watching. And, you know, after a while, and after, like, even maybe, like, 2 years into doing YouTube, like, we know when each other is pranking us, like, especially if it's a silly prank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But going forward, I think we've definitely made an agreement to, if we're gonna do pranks,
we're gonna
they're gonna be raw.
You know, and throughout that process too, we've been toying with, you know, creative ways to get each other. So when we did the street interview, and we'll drop this clip right here because this is the most viral clip that we have.
Tell me your deepest, darkest secret.
All right, my deepest, darkest secret probably be I got a crush on your wife, Prince, and I might take her from you.
She wants to fight? Do you want to fight me?
No, I don't want to fight you.
Okay, keep walking.
Keep walking?
Yeah, keep walking. Yeah, bye.
What did she say? What did she say? What did she? And it's got like 18 million views across all platforms. But this clip right here, this was actually a prank. So my man's, my boy Miles, that's holding the camera for us. We came up with this plan before even getting out there, that he would find a girl and have, when she asked the question, have a girl say, I'm gonna take something like that, so that was a prank within a video, but that you guys didn't know about and that she didn't know about. So we're not done. We're not gonna ever stop pranks. We're
the honey pack.
Oh, the honey pack.
And I think you can tell in views as well.
Honey pack. Ooh, that shit had me
that it was
buzzing.
Real and raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
the people are gonna know.
Yeah, the people know. But but to be real, yeah, some of them are fake. Yeah, and some of them are not. You know, and going forward, they all gonna be real.
Absolutely.
That's just that.
As we said, we're not going to do pranks anymore if they're not real, because
if it ain't authentic,
acting is tiring, you guys.
It's creating from a place of anything that's not like pure and authentic. It just doesn't help move the vision forward. So we're just really intentional right now and really pure. And we're just going to give ourselves a space and opportunity to show up as our real selves, and give our real selves, our authentic selves, our true selves the chance to shine. Yeah. And however the chips fall is how the chips fall.
Absolutely. Ooh. Sprinkle. Mwah.
I'm a poet.
And you know it.
For real.
Wow, you guys, that was some real talk. Like, that felt really good to get those things off our chest. I feel so much lighter. I feel like I could fly like a bird.
Therapy. Shout out to therapy too, and shout out to BetterHelp, man. BetterHelp is the sponsor for today's video, as we shown you guys earlier. And man, if you feel like you need help, and I feel like we all need help, and that's truly one of the biggest things that I struggle with, is asking for help. But through therapy, it created a safe space with me to have someone. I look at my therapist as like, you belong to me. You know what I mean? Like, when we on this thing talking, like, you're mine, and I need to squeeze everything I can get out of you so I could be a better me. So that's the mindset that I now take therapy with. This is our second time going around to therapy, but this time we're doing it individually, and I can speak for myself. I've been way more intentional with my therapist, and I'm getting way more out of it. So shout out to BetterHelp, and thank you for them to sponsoring this video. And they came into our lives at a time where it was
we needed it, but we didn't know we needed it. You know what I mean? And it's such a safe space. Like, yeah, you have your partner, yeah, you have friends you can vent to, yeah, you have family you can vent to, but like, there's nothing better than venting to someone who really doesn't know you and doesn't know anything about you.
They have no horse in your race.
Exactly.
So check out BetterHelp. Use our code down below. It'll be on the screen and it'll be down below. Check them out. Give them a shot. And give yourself a shot. Give yourself an opportunity to heal. It's really, really important.
And that's on P.
It's on P. We love you guys so much, man. We're excited for the future. If you can't tell, if you can't feel the vibes, we're excited for what's to come next. We have so many good things brewing in the pot that we have not talked about. We have so many things in our lives that we have not spoke about, and we're just excited for what's to come for us and what's next.
Ooh.
It's gone. You know what I mean?
Say that again.
It's got it.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you for allowing us, this safe space to, talk to you guys and to be, just our authentic self. It feels good. And new videos coming your way very, very soon. We've got some new hot ideas. We know that you guys love to see the spice in us. Let us know if we should carry on doing the public interviews, because they are so, so, so fun. Obviously, we're never going to stop doing pranks, but the real ones this time.
Hey,
and
fuck you mean. Hey,
we
man,
love
shout
you
out
guys.
to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's doing it and going after their dreams, bro. Keep on going. We'll catch y'all in the next video. We love you guys.
Mwah.